Hey guys, welcome to Final Fantasy 15 Part 24. We have a hangar to get to. We got Prom back. Everybody, oh boys, get out here. Prompto glitched while trying to help out Iggy. I don't know how long this stream is gonna take. Okay. I'm not sure how long this one's gonna take. It might be shorter than the usual time. I really, honest to God, don't know. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to where I'm going to stop.
One hell of a hangar.
Look at all this space.
So, the central elevator's through here.
And out of the loading bay.
So, yeah. I mean, this might be a short recording / stream. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. It's been 3 years. Dirtily do. I just know where I want to stop, and then I know Saturday's the finale, and we ain't stopping for shit.
Your Majesty, your precious crystal awaits you. To liven things up, I thought I'd take you on a stroll down memory lane. Of course, memories decay with time.
Kill me. End it.
Is that Ravis?
Or what's left of him. Damn it.
Okay, I feel really I know, I feel really bad for Ravis, but when he said kill me, because I'm a dirty, deadly Prem lover, all I could think of was the poor Trombies. Kill me. Let me die. That's all I could think of, and it actually made me sadder. You know what? It is actually really sad. It makes it sadder to me, at least.
Keep an eye on Iggy.
Keep both on him.
I'll do.
Damn it. Oh my god. Fuck! I was trying to do the fucking armature chain and it wouldn't do it. Oh, out the way, out the way, out the way. Mods in my DMs going like, shit, this will be pretty short if I'm remembering correctly, and I'm sitting here like, Mod, you're the one that recommended I do this. Do it this way, because I was just gonna go from here to the end, but I can't. But yeah, I feel really... Whoa! I forgot Ravis could do that. Alright. Yeah, that's true. Mod's like, look, the other shit will take a while, and I'm like, yeah, that's fair. I feel bad for Ravis.
Gladio!
Oh.
A sorry end for the High Commander. For anyone. He was a man with hopes and dreams.
Ugh. It's horrible.
What kind of fiend makes demons of men?
Look alive! Company!
should be able to handle this, right? Get back!
Yeah, we'll be fine. Did he bring the Fornus back?
We're getting nowhere.
And they just keep coming!
Noct! Must go on alone.
Fuck that.
If you can obtain the crystal's power, we may yet be able to turn the tide. Elsewise, we are all like to perish.
Biggie's right. It's our only chance.
But what about you?
We'll manage somehow! Just get moving!
You could still get to the crystal if you went on your own. Your friends will have to stay behind.
I'm gonna do exactly what I did in the first playthrough. And keep fighting for a while, because fuck that. Although, notice I can't do anything to command my teammates anymore. Alright. He did bring the Emperor back. Or at least the demon the Emperor became. Yeah, no, the first time I was just like, I don't care what plot says, I'm gonna fight. I'm actually kind of curious if there's like a...
Hangar gate closing. Please stand clear.
Ah, shit.
Buzz off!
You better think fast. I don't envy you your decision.
Okay, that's what happens. I think that's what made me move.
Into the crystal. Here goes!
Okay, Noctis, please disengage. I'm trying to get away. Are you actually all caught up, Trisha? Holy shit. Stop, Noctis. Stop auto-attacking
Betraying
shit.
your friends for the greater good. The mark of a monarch. Step forth, your majesty.
Gate closing.
Yeah,
Please
well,
stand clear.
I would love
If you wish to obtain the crystal's power, you must be prepared to lose all else.
to be able to dash without him auto-attacking.
Buzz off!
There we go. God damn it.
Gate closed.
How close is close? Where are you right now on catching up? Everyone else here knows the game, so don't worry about spoilers. The Friday's stream? Oh, you are behind. Yeah. Yeah, Saturday is gonna be the finale, so make sure you're caught up by Saturday. Perfect. Yeah, no, you're gonna be missing a lot. Yeah. Love you. I don't mean to discourage you. I just want you to get the full emotional experience. Mwah.
Die on me.
Please don't. I am. Yeah, so it is like Crisis Core. Tabata loves doing that. He's like, I heard that growl. Tabata's like, I mean, you could sit here and fight, but I'm not going to let you.
Do you suppose your dear friends are still alive? Those who died for you, do you ever wonder what went through their minds? Can you even recall their final words?
I'll come back for you all. I swear. How far's this go? Crystal had better be here. Everyone's counting on it. Counting on me.
Your journey is over, Noct.
Please. Help me stop the demons.
Why?
Unharmed by the light, the chosen king. Allow me to regale you with a tale. In an age long past, an incurable scourge ravaged mankind. A tiny menace that twisted men into monsters, the likes of which you've seen. In Lucis lived a savior who could cure the afflicted. His body would come to host myriad demons, that countless lives be spared. But a jealous king, one not yet chosen by the crystal, ostracized and demonized this healer of the people, making a true monster of him. I gave you my name earlier, but you should know that it was not the name given to me at birth. Ardyn Lucis Kylum is my proper name. You'll never guess whose name this linear was. No. Killing you as a mortal will bring me strong satisfaction. Playing by the crystal's power, arise as its champion. Only once the crystal and the king are no more, I know redemption. Come back soon. I shall keep your friends company until you are ready.
Believing the sacred stone would purge the world of demons, Noctis reached out to it only to be pulled inside.
Gather strength, O chosen. The fate of this world falls to the King of Kings. His providence consecrated in the divine light of the crystal. So it is ordained, the revelation of Bahamut. They stand against the darkness and abide in hope, sustained by faith unfaltering that their king shall arise and bring deliverance. The heart of the crystal, wherein lies the soul of the star. And it is in this place that the king will gain the power to fulfill his calling. By the covenants awakened, the Six have seen the coming of the prophesied hour. A time when the crystal shall have shed the entirety of its light unto the ring. Only then, once the sacred ring is replete, can the true king complete his ascension. And only by the true king's hand can the immortal accursed be banished and the light restored to this world. It is the sole means to ending the immortal accursed. A power greater than even that of the Six, purifying all by the light of the crystal and the glaives of rulers past. Only at the throne can the chosen receive it, and only at the cost of a life his own. A man cursed with life eternal, whose immortality stems from the self-same scourge that wrought the demons. One so impure of body and soul was deemed unworthy of the crystal's light and forbidden to ascend. His mind twisted by spite and bent on revenge, the usurper came to bring darkness down upon our world. Only the true king, chosen by the crystal and guarded by his forebears, can end the accursed's madness. The King of Kings shall be granted the power to banish the darkness, but the blood price must be paid. To cast out the usurper and usher in dawn's light will cost the life of the chosen. Many sacrificed all for the king, so must the king sacrifice himself for all. Now enter into reflection, let the light of providence shine within.
tax is full. Go forth to the kingdom, where the usurper awaits. Reclaim the throne and fulfill the calling of the true king.
So, yeah, that's a huge info dump. Yeah, Noct, Noct's hair has grown quite a bit, and now he's got a very handsome beard. I can't open up my screen. But I hear a pupper, so it must be Umbra. And we're finally at Angel Guard. Actually, before I continue... Oh, there he is. There's the good boy. There's an interesting thing about the line that Ardyn says, where he says, you'll never guess whose name... Or you'll never guess where the name Izunia came from. Let's see. Izunia. Where the name Izunia comes from is unknown, though it is close to the Japanese name for the least weasel. It is almost it is also homophonous with Isnir. Izunia is also phonetically similar to the status healing spell Isuna, present in every main series in Final Fantasy before Final Fantasy 15. Isuna is not in this game. Where Ardyn's given surname Izunia comes from is ambiguous. In English, he simply says, "You'll never guess whose name Izunia was." Ardyn's German dossier says that he is firstborn of the Izunia family, which became the Lucis Kylum line due to their unique skill, and says he reassumed his original surname in the French version of episode Ignis. The English version contradicts this, where he says, "I gave you my name earlier, but you should know that it was not the name given to me at birth. Ardyn Lucis Kylum is my proper name." In the German version of episode Ignis, Ardyn introduces himself as Ardyn Lucis Kylum Izunia. In episode Ardyn prologue, Ardyn is known as the elder son of House Kylum and is descended from nobility. In episode Ardyn, it is simply said that Ardyn was given the name Ardyn Izunia as he became an imperial citizen. In a Famitsu interview, the origin of Izunia was explained thusly. Ardyn doesn't remember much about whose surname it is. By absorbing the memories of various people while accumulating vast knowledge, he gets confused and forgets details that relate to himself. This also implies in the Japanese version of his soliloquy at the end of chapter 13, where he asks in a semi-rhetorical manner where the surname Izunia originated from. So there is no clear answer as to Ardyn Izunia. That's not like a twist. That was something that was left pretty ambiguous, and Famitsu is a pretty reliable source. And I don't feel like I'm spoiling anything about Ardyn showing up in the other DLCs, because he's our bad guy. Like, so it's okay. And yes, there is an episode Ardyn. That's the one we'll be playing last.
Umbra.
Good boy.
Be waiting. In Hammerhead.
Chapter 15, The Chosen... Or this is 14, I think. The Chosen King's Calling. Yeah, this is 14. Ugh. None of Ravis, thank God. Or my heart would break. Chapter 14, Homecoming. Noctis leaves his prison to find himself on Angel Guard. His father's ship is moored at the shore, none the worse for wear. It now carries him back to Golden Key, back to his kingdom. So we're going back to Lucis. So Angel Guard is actually guarded by Rama. So Rama kept Noctis safe. Again, you have to go digging for that bit of lore, but it's there. They also took Regis and Noctis's models and worked on making them look like they did a huge process between like aging Regis from the shots where we see him young to older and then aging Noctis. So Noctis would look more like his father in chapter 14 and onward. And I think they did a great job. Because you can still tell it's Noctis, but you can see some of Regis's features on him.
Was I out? Where'd everybody go?
Boy. That's not what I wanted. Just for now. Give me the dumb ring. I hate using this ring. It's incredibly useful, but I hate it.
Demons everywhere. What the hell happened?
So, there's a weird bit of ambiguity, especially if you've played Comrades. I've looked up spoilers, but like, so you know clothes disappear when people are turned into demons. We kind of got that from Zegnatus. So, there's a weird point of contention with Comrades and with
Last man standing.
Dawn of the Future. Those are Dino's clothes. But a couple of other now newer sources have the clothes don't disappear. Sorry, they disappear, but their clothes stay behind. But it's contended in both Comrades and in Dawn of the Future that he and Coctura are okay. Ah, Tonberry. Hiss. Hiss. Tonberries. Fuck that. Where's an ether? Okay, Umbra? Yeah, I was actually incredibly overwhelmed by the amount of demons. So I'm actually going to explore here a little now that I am level 101 and I can afford to. I was kind of overwhelmed. I actually got trapped in this room for a while. Much like this, actually. Yeah, they like to steal from you too, fuckers. Excuse me. My MP is full. Let me cast the spell. No, it's okay, Garuda. I don't need help. I'm near positive that was Garuda, because none of the 6 really like to help you. And Garuda likes to be called. I'm being booed in chat by killing conberries. Ah, hello, Nagas. Or Naga and 2 liches. I have been frogged. Not anymore. Buttons, Mr. Buttons can be the next Umbra. Goose, does your cat time travel? It's still really cool that we actually get to see inside the rooms and everything. You know, he might. And then, yeah, you can find Kaktura's clothes here too. Oh yeah, Maud, I meant to ask you like a while ago. I guess, I don't know where Dino says the line about making a ring for a special someone, because I didn't get it. But I know he does say it, and it's implied that it's Kaktura. And he's been sweet on her for a while, and when you do the Adamantoise quest, he's doing a kabedon in the diner. And they're flirting. Cool. I get to run for 2.5 miles. Oh, those aren't good. We'll just re-equip this ring here. How you doing, number boy? You're a good boy. Okay. Wow, this is, I know he says it, but I'll have to dig when he says it. Yeah, because I talked to him. I mean, I didn't talk to him outside of actually doing the quest, because I think he just asked how you're doing, but I could have missed a piece of dialogue. So, I'm actually gonna do something that I haven't done before. Really? Okay. Thought it was telling me no. I was so overwhelmed I just booked it. But yes. Haha, haha, die? Okay. Did my attack miss? Did it just say that it missed? Oh my god, it keeps missing. Alright, we're getting the fuck out. Bye. Yeah, Umbra did take that slash like a champ. Yeah, I didn't know that the ring could miss either. I know it won't let you one-hit certain things. But the campgrounds are still safe because they have the oracle runes on them. Oh, he's okay. Dino mentions he's sweet on Coctra and comrades, and it's in the dossiers. Oh. Oh. Oh, I didn't get to see this last time. Umbra. Good boy. I agree. Good bumbers. Let's, avoid that red giant encounter and circle around. Oh! You can get right fucked. Oh good, it missed. I'm out. No, taking on a Master Tonberry by yourself is suicide. I don't care what level you are. Pop me an easy though. Bye. I have a clinical aversion to Tonberries. I think that's part of the reason I was panicking so hard last time was because I, was avoiding using the ring. It's OP and I hate it. Like, it's terrifying. Oh. Instant death. I think I'll skip it. What is... Oh, God. A demon wall? Really? If only I could have done that to the hunt. Tonberry cult ring? What? I went the wrong way, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Good job. I don't know if I've ever run into that. I would kind of pay to see Tonberries and fancy hats before I run away crying. Umbra's getting a good stretch. Aren't you, boy? Yeah, I know. The necromancers. I think the way to the upper road is this way. It's hard to tell with, you know. Oh, Umbra. Come to this side, boy. Okay, there's a spot where you can come over here. Let's go, buddy. This way. Oh, Lord.
What is it, boy? Something's coming. A truck? Yeah?
It's me, Talcott. My grandpa served the Amicidia family.
Talcott?
Yeah.
No way.
Yes way. Welcome back, Your Majesty.
Look at what a good boy he grew up to be.
Yes, sir. That's right. Huh? Just a second. Said he wants to have a word with you.
He can have it in person.
He said you can have it in person. Okay. We should be there shortly, sir. Wow.
Okay. Yep.
I can't tell you how good it is to see you again.
Yeah, you sure look different, though.
You think so? Guess I've grown some these 10 years.
10 years?
The guys must be pinching themselves right now.
Where are they, anyway?
Lestalem, more often than not, but they take a lot of trips to Hammerhead.
For
Miss Cindy. You know, back at the garage. She's a tough one, but when she needs a little extra muscle out on the road, she gives him a call.
Huh.
Oh, speaking of which, the guys said they're near Hammerhead right now, so we'll be meeting them there. You know, ever since you disappeared, Your Majesty. It's been nothing but nighttime non-stop. Lestalem still has light thanks to the power plant, so just about everyone's taken refuge there.
Only there?
Everywhere else has been abandoned. Demons moved in, forcing the people to move out. People still swing by the garage at Hammerhead from time to time, but it usually isn't for repairs. These days it's less of a service station and more of a slayer station, a base for demon hunting. The garage is still open though, one of the few places that is.
So, Sid, he's still alive and kicking?
He's kicking all right, just not as hard as before. He hasn't really been himself lately. At least, not since he moved out to Lestalem. Someone suggested he move the garage there too, but old man Sid wasn't having it. He called it a big fat chocobo turd of an idea. Said it just wouldn't be the same anywhere else.
That sounds like Sid, all right.
Miss Cindy said she didn't mind either way, so the garage will probably stay put for a while. And without any tinkering to do, Ignis's gourmet seafood is about all Sid has left to look forward to. With all the demons prowling around, more folk were getting hurt. Or worse. So Iris talked the Marshal into taking out the demons themselves. Iris the Demon Slayer, they call her. Gladio and the others, they lend him a hand whenever they can. Prompto spends most of his time hunting around Hammerhead. He tries to impress Miss Cindy, but she's already married to her work.
And Ignis?
He hunts too. We tried to stop him, but he wouldn't listen. He said if anything, he's more used to the darkness than we are.
Never got his vision back.
I'm afraid not. But that being said, he gets by pretty well on his own. Gladio and Prompto usually hunt on their own as well. It isn't often you see the three of them together nowadays. They still work as a team every once in a while, but each has his own set of tasks to keep him busy.
Is that so?
We've arrived, Your Majesty. Everyone will be so happy to see you. Don't worry, I won't be going anywhere. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask.
Hey.
Hey? That's all you have to say for yourself after all this time?
Noct! It's you! It's really
Is
you!
it? I hadn't realized.
Well, well. You kept us waiting.
Not like I wanted to. We've got catching up to do.
Let's head inside.
So let's look at the boys all grown up. I thought it was a soul patch too. I was informed it is actually kind of a goatee. Like it's not really a soul patch. Prompto's trying to grow a goatee and it's not working too well. I'm not a fan. But Gladio's bearded out more and he has a warrior's top knot, which looks really good. And Ignis has slicked his hair back, which looks incredible. Yeah, it's not a full goatee, because soul patches do look a little different. I thought it was a soul patch too, and then I went and looked it up. Buddy, I'm trying to look at you. Here we go. Iggy? See, Ignis doesn't cover his eyes. He can sense light. But his glasses are also a little different. Ignis, no, I'm trying to look at you. Let me see your fab hair. Ah, this is so disorienting in first person. Okay. Damn it! But yeah, I really love what Oh, okay, he does he does shield his eyes. And then Gladio. I love the Warrior's Knot. That suits Gladio so well. Oops. Mod. Unpopular camp of I like the facial hair on Prompto. No, Gladio. Turn around, let me see your face. Yeah, he grew his beard out more. It's less stubble. Yeah, I'm blinding the boys. It's less stubble and more beard. Stop. No, let me... I'm trying to change the view. There we go. It's like, don't let me be stuck in first person forever, please. Okay. Okay, thank God I can save here. Because we're not leaving Hammerhead. But I've heard a couple of things can happen and I want to poke around.
Welcome.
I'll be fine. Okay, though, but like, okay, I don't even have that many.
Come again.
Oh, Gladio's tats? Yeah, they are a little faded. He couldn't get him touched up. So Taka's not there anymore. We can go talk to Talcott. My gosh. Look at how much he's grown. Gladio, honey. Yes, you look very nice, but I'm trying to look at Talcott. There. And your sister's off kicking ass, by the way, Gladio, which is awesome.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know. We've even got some former Imperials fighting for us. The toughest of them said she used to lead a band of mercenaries.
Aranea?
So you do know her. Well, I'm not surprised. The Marshal said she was feared far and wide back in the day. But now she's revered among the Lucian masses. Same with her men, Biggs and Wedge. Each of them leads their own small army.
That's great.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know.
Gladio, please, I'm trying to talk to Talcott here, damn it.
Safe travels.
Gladio, move! Hi, Umbra. Umbra's still hanging out.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know. Oh, right. About the Empire.
Huh.
Gladio brought back word that both the Emperor and High Commander were dead. With those two gone, Niflheim pretty much fell apart.
Yeah, figured.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know. The Chancellor's still around, though. In Insomnia. Nobody who saw him had any clue what he might have been up to. Their stories piqued Ignis's curiosity. I ended up helping Ignis look into the matter, digging through old records, even joining him on trips to the royal tombs.
Royally roped into it.
It's cool. I'm a bit of a history buff myself. But we did discover something pretty weird.
Huh?
While we were poring over all those ancient texts, one name caught our eye. Ardyn's. Apparently he was hailed as a savior, healing all those who were ravaged by demons, only to end up branded a demon himself. A dubious charge, I'd say. By all accounts, he was just as human as you and me.
Huh.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know. On the bright side, we've come a little closer to understanding the demons.
And?
You see, I'd always thought they were animals, only more hideous and savage. But it turns out they're just ordinary people. Unlucky folk infected by something or other that transformed them into monsters. There's no known cure as of yet. So death is the only mercy. I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know. We've got a lot of survivors pouring in from Accordo, too. What with all the demon attacks there as of late? Not like it's much better here. Lestalem's practically overflowing with refugees from Insomnia. The Empire's recovery assistance fell by the wayside, and demons overran the city. Thankfully, Iris and the Marshal managed to evacuate the civilians. Now there's no one left, except the demons. I spent my childhood in the Crown City. It's sad knowing it's gone, you know?
Not for long. I became the king to reclaim our home, and now I'm back, as promised.
All these years and you remembered.
You bet.
I'm more than happy to tell you everything I know. Your Majesty, do you remember my grandfather?
Yeah.
There's something I wasn't able to tell you back then. Grandpa died because of me. It was my fault. An Imperial officer approached me in town, asked if I was from the Crown City, and that was just the beginning. What brings you here, young man? You didn't come here by yourself, did you? Oh, your grandfather's a butler at a manor. How very grand. Oh, he rubs shoulders with the royal family. You must be ever so proud. I answered him without thinking. A little after that, the man showed up at our hotel.
Talcott.
Think what you will of me, but please know that Grandpa didn't give you away.
Listen.
Yeah?
You're not a kid anymore. You should know by now what happened that day wasn't your fault. None of it. You know, it's hard to ask someone about their pain, but it's just as hard to share your own with someone else. I appreciate you opening up to me, and I swear I'll make things right. But believe me when I say nobody blames you. Not me, not your grandpa. Trust me, you have the king's word.
I suppose you're right, Your Majesty. Thank you.
Sorry, something automatically went off on my phone there. So I had to mute myself really quickly.
Safe travels, Your Majesty.
Talcott. He's been carrying survivor's guilt for over 10 years. Can't even see Cindy. Garage is closed. Hammerhead looks so different. I don't come back here post-game. Like, I choose to stay in the very bright past, so seeing this again is really jarring for me, still. For those who are watching this later who don't know, post-game lets you do past or future because there are a couple of like super bosses you could take on in the future. No. And then an Imperial mech? Where? I mean, they've probably repurposed them for demon hunting. But where did you think you saw the mech? I wasn't paying much attention. I was... Oh, I like that Umbra's still running with us. Iggy's doesn't have his cane either. He's doing really well. Keeping up just fine. I mean, obviously, 10 years he would be able to. Oh, that's the left of the garage. By the giant tube thing coming off of it. Oh, I guess it was a pile of rubble. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they did get some Imperial mechs at the bases working, especially with Aranea. And if they would repurpose them or not. Okay, so here's where I'm gonna save because I don't remember exactly what happens, so... Because I've heard tale that you can do a couple of things, and I didn't even think to do this the first time through. So let's go inside first like they wanted to. Yeah, Taka's gone. Hope he's okay. Study on the nature of photophilic particles. So this is part of what we were seeing with in Zegnatus from Besithia, except I'm guessing they found this out on their own, or they ransacked his research. On examining multiple correlations between the photophilic particles responsible for the blight and the mutant strand of plasmodium associated with the demons, we have discovered a clear causal relationship. Furthermore, given the mass dispersal of photophilic particles upon death, the demon presence is likely accountable for the violent ecological shifts of late. Jesus, Taka's Diner. Still has all like the old posters and stuff. Oh, I missed the caricature drawing here of Sid, Taka, and Cindy. Umbra, no food for you, boy. I hope Taka's okay. A geophysical survey of atmospheric conditions. The presence of soot-like photophilic particles was confirmed in the samples of air taken at varying elevations, with notably higher concentrations at higher altitudes. Photophilic particles have begun to subsume the ozone layer, and the observed reduction of daylight on Eos can be attributed primarily to their light-absorbing properties. So, Ardyn has slowly been releasing that shit into the air. From his own body. Essentially. Okay. Here's where I'm gonna save. I don't remember what takes you to the Crown City. But I've heard you can stay multiple nights at Hammerhead and you get different dialogue. Call Umbra. He's right there. Oh, Mod is typing. Well, I mean, if you... Chat's a little grossed out. By what Ardyn has been doing. Well, I mean, if you have... Oh, okay, cool. If you have plenty of, I mean, if your body's filled with the Star Scourge, then... Nyeh. I mean... It seems more like it's a hassle for Ardyn to keep it in.
So, Ignis, you're really cooking like you used to.
More or less. I can manage with far less help than I required before.
You know, it's okay to ask for help. You don't need to prove anything to us.
Probably more about proving it to himself. I say we leave him to it.
Yeah, I guess that's how he got so good. Even better than before, if you can believe it.
My taste buds sure do.
Perhaps I've developed a culinary sixth sense.
Hey, Iggy. You ought to follow Wescomb's example. Open up a restaurant.
I'll give the matter some thought. Assuming such demand still exists in a post-apocalyptic world.
Alright. So Gladio does canonically have a girlfriend, so let's see if we can get some dirt on that. My bets are on it's Sonya. I don't think they tell you who it is.
So yeah, no wedding just yet.
No wedding ever.
Go figure.
Hey, don't hate me.
Hate the game, yeah.
So we can't expect a formal introduction for some while, then.
Yeah, at least not till all of this is over. Can't in good conscience leave a girl to worry, while I rush headlong into danger.
Right.
Gee, you ought to teach a masterclass in romance.
Or acting.
No acting here. I keep it real with the ladies.
Which is why it took you until you were... Noctis is 30, so Gladio's 33. Which is why it took you until you were 33. Alright. Okay, man. I'm sure. But yeah, Gladio has a girlfriend. He actually settled down.
Prompto's even capable of hunting alone these days. He really has come a long way.
Had to become a functioning adult sooner or later.
Doesn't feel like you've changed, though.
Not nearly as much as he claims.
You gonna spoil my moment?
What's there to spoil?
You know, even after all this time, you guys haven't changed a bit.
Not as individuals, perhaps, but we no longer need to ask one another for help in times of need. We've reached the point where that sort of synergy is second nature.
Yeah. And it only took us 10 years to get here.
Yeah, but you guys have been through far too much. Where are you going, buddy? I'm sad we didn't get one of my favorite camping campfire scenes, which is Noctis playing around with Prompto's camera while Prompto pretends to like be a hotshot and like strike poses and shoot and everything, and then he falls on his ass. That's like one of my favorites.
So Ignis, you're really cooking like you used to.
Okay.
More or less. I can manage with far less help than I required before.
You know, it's okay to ask for help. You don't need to prove anything to us.
Probably more about proving it to himself. I say we leave him to it.
Yeah, I guess that's how he got so good. Even better than before, if you can believe it.
My taste buds sure do.
Perhaps I've developed a culinary sixth sense.
Hey, Iggy. You ought to follow Wescomb's example. Open up a restaurant.
I'll give the matter some thought. Assuming such demand still exists in a post-apocalyptic world.
Okay, and then we'll just keep getting repeat dialogue. But hey, I didn't do that before, so... Gladio's got a girlfriend. We don't know who it is. They don't know who it is. I mean, this is the first time they've really been together in 10 years. Yeah, Red Solo Cup. Little did they know, the next year, the creator of the Red Solo Cup would die shortly before 2016 was out. Or actually, no. This was released in 2016. Little did they know, the creator of the Red Solo Cup would die before the year is out. When the game was released. So, yeah, this was a shorter one. I mean, hour and a half, but I've only been recording for about an hour. I shot the shit for about 20 minutes. So, next time is the campaign finale. Then I'm going to do the DLCs in the order that they were released. Episode Prompto will take a couple of sessions. Episode Ignis I'd like to save for a longer day. Because I can do it all in one day. But it's not short enough that I can do it in one. Like a regular 2-hour slot. I would stand a better chance in a longer slot. And then episode Ardyn will also take me multiple ones. And then I read the book. Yeah, Saturday is... Next stream is gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. The next episodes are going to be quite a bit. There's going to be a lot of cutscenes too, so I'm going to talk where I can. There are actually side quests, which is why Mod suggested I stop here. And I agree, because I will be doing them to help out another old friend. You succeed, Mod. Mod DM'd me going, I try. You succeed. So, yeah. We're finally gonna go back home. So. And Noctis has to die. I think that's big enough of a bombshell. I'm gonna be a wreck next stream and in the subsequent episodes for those of you watching later. I'm going to be a mess. I'm gonna be a bawling mess. I actually am going to take the time. Hang on, let me try to find some dialogue that was very, very, was full of foreshadowing. Let's see here. Let me find that dialogue. Because when I was replaying through it, it was the hardest ever to keep my mouth shut. And pretty much everything from that has been revealed, I'm fairly certain. Let me find it. Going through my own episodes. I know where it is, though. It's from the Deep the Archean Calls. Let's see. That's in the dungeon. That's not driving after Ardyn. That's closer. That's meeting Ardyn at the Overlook. Oh, and before I read the book, I'll tell you guys about my mod's amazing theory about one of the tombs that we ran into. I think it's awesome. Yeah, this is all the way back in chapter 4. God, those loading screens do take a while. Alright, let's see here. Finally started driving. What a coincidence, huh? Way too convenient to be a coincidence. I reckon he's following us around. But to what end? That question bothers me deeply, as does his origin. It's hard for me to picture that guy in the Empire. But it's even harder to imagine him as a Lucian. Talking about Ardyn. It's even harder to imagine Ardyn as a Lucian. I'd sooner not rely on him, but he may be our only way into the Disk of Kothis. What's His Highness's opinion of this Ardyn? Don't really have one. He's nothing more than a creepy old dude to me. He's your great whatever uncle. You hit the nail on the head right there. Well, that's why we came up with a plan. Gotta watch our backs the whole way. The first foreshadowing was the Lucian bit, and I just froze up in my seat. Noct, how are the headaches? Fine for now, but they come without warning. Wouldn't want to have one behind the wheel. Stop if you need to, alright? So, any havens along the way? Oh, somebody wants to camp. Somebody wants a proper bed. Nice firm ground's better for your back. Can't we at least make it a caravan? I don't get why you like camping so much. Under the stars, at one with nature, what's not to like? Yeah, Gladio's waxing on about camping. Ardyn pulled in to the station. So let's go back to the next day of driving. After he gestures grandly at Prompto. Also, there is another bit of foreshadowing after, when Ardyn picks them up afterwards. Okay. Luna is talking. Bless her sweetheart. I remember how Luna healed people. She took the scourge into her body. She did the exact same thing Ardyn was doing. So what Ardyn is reviled for, Luna is beloved for. That got my brain ticking really fast as soon as we heard that. Like, as soon as all that was properly found out. I was, I started going, quite a bit. Alright. Keep driving. The meteor. Harvest fragments. The Archean caught the meteor. Let's see. They're driving. They're talking about the Archean. Now they're talking about Prompto's camera. Hey Iggy, can your glasses take the heat? Well, I don't see why they shouldn't. Even if they couldn't, he'd still be alright. Yeah, Iggy's eyes ain't that bad. Oh, really? My vision is passable without corrective lenses. Then why not take them off sometimes? Well, you don't get it, huh? Ignis likes his world to be crystal clear. Indeed, I've never been one for ambiguity. So blinding him was one of the cruelest things that could have happened. Especially with his duty as hand to the king. And how he operates. Okay, I'm skipping to the cutscene with Ardyn after the Archean. Where he has revealed himself as Imperial Chancellor Zunia. Those loading screens. They're weirdly longer when I'm like trying to skip through them in intervals of 5 seconds. Oh, thank the gods I found you, boys. What will you do with us now? Why, grant you safe passage, just as I said. Pretty generous for an Imperial. Come now, is it fair to begrudge a man the circumstances of his birth? Ardyn said to Prompto. A lot of foreshadowing in that chapter, and it all hurts. I had to keep myself from audibly groaning, like in sheer agony when Gladio said Ignis likes his world to be crystal clear. I was like, no. On the inside, I was dying. And then when Ardyn said that line to Prompto about begrudging a man due to the place of his birth, Triss was just spamming. Triss was spamming his messages. It was, it's painful when you know what's gonna happen. They do a lot of really good subtle little jabs of foreshadowing when you know what's gonna happen that you think nothing of at the time. So yeah. Get ready for those emotions on Saturday. Thank you guys for showing up. And I will see you on Saturday at the usual time. And the heart's gonna break from there. So for all of you watching now and later on YouTube, thanks for watching and take it easy.